I think there's a few challenges, there's a few hurdles I want us to overcome really quickly. One is mental health. We've already got over the taboo, but let's put mental health on the same bar as physical health, right? If someone wasn't looking after themselves physically, you'd have the chat. Mentally, it's still a little bit of a taboo, and I think we need to compensate there. And also, I think we need to sign up for lifelong learning. Like I'm of a generation that when I finished at uni, I thought that was it. Like I burnt my books. I'm like, I'm done. Now I work for 45 years, then I retire, then I die. And that concept is gone. And so that education needs to be en masse, not just for leaders, but that frozen middle management layer. And I think if we can nail those three things, we can build a future work environment where we prosper. That's just part of life. It's not the reason we exist. It's just part of why we exist.
My hope is that our leadership will look and feel very different. So I think we should have more balance in terms of who is leading our organizations and also how they are leading our organizations. And I think the topics of invisible diversity and inclusion will continue to go up the agenda, and people will be much more aware of what that means and how they can harness it. And I think the inner work topic is, work will be just as much about the interior life and how that plays out at work and across teams.
The discourse has changed completely, at least in the circles that I'm a part of. Suddenly it's okay to talk about vulnerability. It's okay to talk about what am I longing for? What is my deeper sense of purpose? We see more and more leaders that are stepping away of running their organizations as rigid, fear-induced, mechanistic hierarchies and are starting to experiment. It's no longer the role of the CEO to have all the answers. The role of the CEO is to be a chief ecosystem officer or a facilitator. And that facilitator mindset is so incredibly important. No one has all the answers. We are finding the answers together. And so this deeper sense of what it means to be a thriving human being on a thriving planet is what will take up much more space in the future. It has to, or else our species will go extinct. It's as simple as that.